Frustrated Saito? Yeah. Why would I want fake viewers and followers and all that when I have a great community? Just saying. I don't do this for just to have say how many followers and all that kind of stuff. I do it because I love doing it and talking to the real people I have in chat. Why is this not working? Let's try it again. There we go. But you followed, so I have to do my 10 push-ups too. And I am a man of my word. I'm just trying to get everything working here. It's not, I'm having issues. Technical issues today, but let's knock this out. My house is very messy. Whew. Okay, I think everything's working now, so we're just gonna try and get this done. Okay, I gotta get dressed and then we'll get out the door. Guys, it took 5 minutes to get the string off. It is chilly out there, chat. It is chilly. stepping on stuff. Not gonna be too warm for my hat, but we're gonna wear it anyways. And put some gloves on. Okay. I think we're finally ready to go. Now that I mean, once we got everything going, it only took me 2 minutes, but it took 5 minutes right at the beginning just to get everything working. I don't know why it wasn't working. I couldn't get my stream manager to work. I couldn't get, like, oh, hold on. Oh, I might have to restart my stream manager because somebody forgot to jump. Okay, well, that's kind of cool how Prism, whenever I jump off of Wi-Fi, it's not even noticeable versus Streamlabs where I have to restart everything. My legs are gonna freeze because it's chilly, but it's supposed to warm up pretty good today. Probably 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. It's already almost the same as it was yesterday for a high, so. But I just dropped the butt head off a little bit ago and it was chilly, so my leggies were cold. Oopsies. I need to fix my glove. The seam is ripped right here, so I keep putting my hand through there instead of into the glove. We're gonna change those and do that. There we go. Morning. Okay, oh yeah, that's chilly on the legs. Other than being a little bit chilly, it's actually freaking, it is just a gorgeous morning out here today. Nice and sunny, no clouds in the sky. Like I said, it's supposed to get up to, like I say, my keys are gonna bother me because they're just gonna bounce. But, like I said, it's supposed to warm up pretty good today. Hopefully. So our plan is we're just gonna do maybe our, what is it, a 10K route? A little more than that we used to do all the time. I really wanted to go up into the mountains because it's, you know, so nice out, but it is. I drove by there, that's why I'm a little bit later as well. I did drive by just to see what the conditions were like, and because the last couple days it warmed up a little bit, but for the most part it was like 2 nights ago when it was just so sloppy and slushy and whatever else, and all that has frozen, and it is so slippery and icy that there's no way I was gonna be able to hit the trails today. So that is why I'm actually streaming, because I was hoping to be able to get into the backcountry, and I wouldn't have any signal, which is the main reason why I dropped the butthead off at daycare today, because she wouldn't be able to do the big miles that I want to get done, which still works out because she won't be able to do what I was gonna do today. But it wouldn't really be, like for this run, it wouldn't be a big deal because I just leave her in the apartment for an hour and a half, however long it takes for me to do it, and she'd be fine. But she wouldn't get any exercise that way. But it'll also give me an opportunity to get a lot of stuff done too. It looks like my all my stuff for my lift kit is going to be here probably like Monday or Tuesday, which will be nice because then I can get a start on it when it's really warm. So my plan is it'll take me at least 2 days to do everything. If I had like a full shop, then I could easily do it in a day, because I have all the tools except for one thing I need. Well, and that's a strut spring compressor. But pretty sure I can rent that from somewhere, so I don't have to purchase one. Most of the parts stores here will have tools to rent, so we'll see. And then, but because that's what's going to take the longest is the strut. Because you have to pull the strut. Disconnecting everything in order to get the strut off isn't a big deal, but the putting the strut back up is sometimes a pain. Trying to get it up in there when you're by yourself, let's put it that way. So I might reach out and see if one of my friends would be willing to help me out. We're going to try and run all the way up this at a very slow pace. It is uphill. I used to have the local legend on this, but I think some guy who just did repeats up and down here. I mean, now I wouldn't even be close because I haven't done it forever. But when I was running this a lot, because it's the only thing I could run, he just did, well, I know he did repeats because I looked at his segment. Okay. After I said I was going to try and run all the way up this at a slow pace, it ain't happening. I'm already tanked. Like if you're doing, you know, repeats for like, you know, 5K or something, this would be a good hill to do it on, a good street, but not quite long enough for the repeats I do for a lot of my hill training for ultras, but still a good hill. If I was warmed up, even right now, I wouldn't have an issue at the pace I'm running, but I'm not warmed up yet. Soon to be warmed up if I keep pushing this pace. I think to say that little butthead was excited to go to daycare today would be an understatement. I couldn't get her up. She did not want to get off this morning. She did pretty good last night. She actually didn't wake me up all night. Actually, I eventually had to wake her up to get her to go to the bathroom this morning at like 6:20 because she was content, and I'm like, I know you have to go to the bathroom really bad. You have to, because the last time she went, it was like 10:30 last night. But I am winded, and it doesn't help that my breakfast this morning was a donut. So not the healthiest breakfast, so that's not helping very much either. But anyways, we got to the daycare, and as soon as she saw where we were at, she was like, let's go. Oh man, that hill. Oh, look at these puppers. Hi. I always liked the Pyrenees, the Great Pyrenees. I think they look so cool. Big dogs, for sure. Nessa had a big crush on one when we were in DC, whose name was Francis, and I used to always tell Francis he had to teach me his ways because all the girl pups loved him, and he was very like, he would just ignore him, you know, play hard to get, just do his own thing, walking around the dog park. So I was always like, Francis, teach me your ways to get all the girls to like you like this. See, even here you're still ice and stuff, so this trail would be horrendous right now, but we'll try, give it a shot. probably Monday. I would say tomorrow, but I don't think it'll be, maybe it'll be good enough tomorrow. Because it's not supposed to freeze tonight, so it actually might work out. We can see. Where is it? Oh, look at these. Look at these puppers. Oh, man. Because it's supposed to get up to like 53 degrees today, I think. And then the low tonight is only supposed to get down to like 38, I think. So if that's the case, I might be able to hit the mountain tomorrow. We'll see. Probably just stay on the flat trails, flatter trails, instead of going all the way to the top. Although, usually I gotta take a break. Oh, I'm so out of shape. Trying to look at the mountain while I have a chance here too. Because the steeper trails, like what we usually go up, No Name and Tower Line, because they're so steep, usually the ice is not an issue because the water just runs down off of the trail. But these lower, flatter ones, the water just sits there and then freezes overnight. So if we take the steep trail, we should probably be okay. We do that tomorrow. So we'll see. And then Saturday, flailing about, take care of Saturday, I think I'm going to do the charity stream, so I'll do a post by the end of the day, put it on my Twitch story and Instagram, if I do decide to do it. But I might delay it until the following Saturday. Just a ball cap in my ears would be freezing right now. Because this breeze, it's not very strong to have a breeze. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but every now and then it definitely gets up to about probably 10 miles an hour. And it is cold. Or it feels cold. It's actually probably a warm wind, but it's about 35 degrees out right now, so. Nice view of the part of the city, valley, going out to the, what is that, Lake Helena, I think it's called. It's just a little reservoir, and it's really shallow out there. Oh. I got 2 projects in the van that I want to get done. I have to remount my monitor in there some way that it will hold. That's what I'm doing currently, just keeps falling off. That's a temporary fix. And then, probably not today, but whatever day is, Monday or Tuesday, whenever it's supposed to get really warm, I need to do the temporary fix on the, actually I could do, whenever I do my rear axle for the lift kit, then I can have a temporary fix of a sensor back there, which is why I lost all my all-wheel drive and everything. It's kind of funny how your wheel speed sensor will shut down everything. I get like not being able to do cruise control, that kind of stuff, but like it shuts down everything on my system. I lose collision assist, I lose all-wheel drive, I lose like everything. And that's what caused the issue. So I had to do a temporary fix on it. And you do a more permanent fix. I might as well do that when I'm back there. Put the lift kit in, which consists of some new leaf springs, new shocks, so it should only take me maybe like 2 hours to do that, I would say, depending on how, I mean, my vehicle's a few years old now, and I have 100,000, well, almost 120,000 miles on that thing now. So who knows what the bolts will be like, but I thought about, there's a company that does for the two-wheel drive parts of my van. They do a 5-inch lift, and essentially what they do is they take a 2-inch lift and a 3-inch lift and combine them. So for the rear axles, that's the new leaf springs, which is the 2-inch lift, and a block that's 3 inches. And then for the front, it is a new, it's a new coil spring, which provides about an inch and 3/4 or something like that, and then a spacer block, and then a camber adjustment block. Well, their version, because it's all-wheel drive, is just a spring and a spacer block. Because they don't have to worry about like CV shaft binding at full droop like you would on an all-wheel drive. I think because there's a company that does a block that for the top of that strut that is a camber adjustment, and then there's another company that actually makes a lower arm, control arm, that because they have to, the 5-inch, they have to do some stuff with the front spindle as well, which is essentially what this other company makes, a control arm. does. Helps prevent the CV shaft binding. So I think if you put both of those together, you would definitely have almost 5 inches. It would only end up being like maybe 4.5, I think, altogether. But I think you could do it and you'd be okay, because you would be putting in a new Bilstein strut as well, which also adds a little bit, which I think actually would put it up to 5. But I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. I'm gonna see, because this is just a 2-inch lift I'm doing, which will allow me to put a 2-inch bigger tire safely on. In fact, I think it'd actually be closer to 3. It would be a 3-inch bigger tire. So I'll get 3 extra inches of ground clearance on the axles, and then an extra 2-inch on the body. And I think that's gonna help out a lot for some of the areas I get into. Well, I know there's no thinking about it. It's definitely gonna help, especially when I start, like this July, when I'm going to the San Juans. Checking out that road. It's still a little bit icy, because I was thinking about maybe parking here and doing that with Nari tomorrow, but because I can still live stream that from there, and it's all flat, barely any up or down, so we should be okay, but we'll see. And then I'm still going back and forth for my tires. There is some areas, because I still got to do some highway miles, because I, like, you know, in June I'm going all the way cross country and then back again, having to drive down to Arizona. It's a lot of highway miles. And so the BF Goodrich KO2s are a good all-terrain tire, and that's what most people go with. But thinking about the tires I have on now, the Falken Wild Peaks are a good all-terrain tire too, and I've had some issues, like not getting the traction I need on, you know, certain roads, even down in like the Black Canyon area. Or last year I had to go a little bit on some places in up by the Bob Marshall, where I actually had to like floor it through some sections to get through it, where I didn't feel safe doing it because there's some big rocks and stuff. I would have rather just been able to crawl through it. But actually I had to like floor it and get some speed to get through some things because the tire spin. So that makes me want to get, if Goodrich has some good, I want to go to, maybe we'll go to Scratch Gravels tomorrow, because doesn't look like there's much snow. There's probably going to be some on the north face. So I don't know the trail system up there, so maybe we'll just go explore that tomorrow. Maybe I won't stream tomorrow. Anyways, they have a mud tire that doesn't look too aggressive. So it'll still be okay. It won't, it's just not gonna rattle my teeth on the highway. But also, it's way more aggressive tread than what I have now, which will help in the San Juans for sure. I'm trying to climb up Engineer Peak. But, we'll see. We'll find somebody to... I wish there was somebody, one of my friends, that would be able to spend like a, well, it'd officially have to be like a week and a few days in Silverton with me in July, because it'd be fun to be able to get some good miles in with somebody. Like, I enjoyed myself last year by myself, but it made for some good videos, because there's like, when I did, you go to my YouTube channel, like a Handy's Peak run, the weather is so unpredictable there that I went from like just getting pelted with rain and snow and sleet as I was climbing the first little pass to then going up Handy's, and it was sunny out and gorgeous weather, a little windy, but it's still like pretty gorgeous, like just really gorgeous, to then almost coming back and getting done and just getting hammered by a thunderstorm. And then Mullis Pass, where it was just gorgeous out, other than a little windy. Towards the end, the weather started blowing in, because it started getting late afternoon, which is when we normally get thunderstorms there rolling through, like almost every day. That run was pretty cool. I ran out of, if you watch the YouTube video on Mullis Pass, I didn't bring enough fuel with me because I wasn't planning on running as far as I did. It ended up being like a 21 mile run, and I went out for like a 10-mile run. Not even that. I really went out for a 6-mile run, but I took stuff, if I was feeling good, to go 8 miles, I think. And I just decided I wanted to go all the way to the top of the pass, which ended up being about 10.5 miles. And then you have to run back 10.5 miles. But that road anyways, like especially going to where you can go to Handy's during I would imagine probably some of the video stuff I'm going to do is going to be up on Engineer again, but we'll see. You never know with their production, how they want to do everything. But I couldn't get all the way to the top of Engineer safely last year because there was a washout that was just a little too much that I felt safe going over. Could I have done it? Yes. I just didn't feel safe doing it. And just getting as high as I did was horrendous. Like, I was white knuckled, especially coming down off the mountain. Just white knuckled the whole way. Where if I had some better tires, I wouldn't feel so bad. And I'm not too worried about like the sure I can go here. Like, I even had the Forest Service, so people like were calling because they see me sitting up on top thought like I got out there and got stuck or whatever. Couldn't get down, and you really feel the wind out here now that we're off the mountain. Which makes sense, I guess. Nothing restricting the wind out here. But we're only going to go up here to the sign, and then it'll be at our tail, so it won't matter. But some people called like the Forest Service. That the Forest Service got to come up. They're like, aren't you worried, like, you know, with your high center of gravity and all this? And I'm like, I'm actually not that high. I don't have a very high center of gravity. Everything I have that has weight is on my floor. So you just got to pick your line and you go slow. It's all good. Which, you know, is the case. So I was able to get up there, no problem. I just took my time. Took a lot longer than what I wanted, but I mean, there's no issues. No issues getting up there. Like the year before, me and Nessa went up Cinnamon Pass and got all the way to the top, and that pass is supposedly worse, which I would question that. Maybe I just don't remember what I had to deal with going up Cinnamon Pass, but I mean, the road itself was worse, but I think it was easier to pick lines going up Cinnamon versus Engineer. And I think Cinnamon wasn't as steep. The only bad part about Engineer is everybody goes up there because there's some historical route that people can, like, it's big business to rent OHVs and Jeeps and all that kind of stuff and drive that. And it's just a constant flow of vehicles from like 8 in the morning to like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Now this year, if I'm gonna go up there, gotta charge plug my phone in because I can see it's getting dark. So if I go up there this year, definitely, like where I was at this last time isn't gonna work because the loop, they run the course from the opposite direction. So it'll be interesting. They may not want me to be there. They might want me all the way over on the backside of Handy's. Which, I mean, you could get there going up and over Cinnamon Pass, but if that's where they wanted me, I'm not going that way. I'm going to go from the other side, which I've never been from that side, so I have no idea how bad the road is. I don't think it's that bad because I was watching Sage Canada last year did a soft course where you take multiple days to do the course, and that's where they started from, and they had a conversion van over there, one of the people that was with them. So if he can make it, I can definitely make it. It would actually even be probably quicker. Well, I don't think it would be quicker. If I went from Silverton up over Cinnamon, if I can get up and over Cinnamon, problem is the other side, not this side for me. this usually washed out with some really deep ruts. But to get over there would probably be trying to think, probably, I mean, it would at least be 2 hours probably for me. If you had like a Jeep or something, you could do it in probably an hour, but because I'd have to go so slow, probably about 2 hours. And if you drive from Silverton and go all the way around, because you have to go all the way back to US 50, take US 50 back and then cut down south on a different road, it's probably about the same amount of time. Might even be a little bit longer, probably 3 hours. Depending on traffic on US 50. But who knows? I'm not gonna lie, it feels kind of good just being out here running. I'm gonna take my hat off. We are kind of protected from the wind here, and I'm sweating. If Barfbag was here, he'd be telling me to play on the swings and everything here. But he went and got his account banned, a perma ban, I think, on Twitch for stupid stuff. Nothing that he did necessarily, but people complain about everything, and so they instantly ban things. It's like somebody could come on here and report me for, I don't know, some sort of community guideline violation, and I would get banned. And be like, what are you talking about? I haven't done anything. And then they would research and then maybe, you know, unban you eventually after you appeal it. But it's like, you know, they instantly ban you, and then it's like, so if I could just make somebody mad and somebody could complain, and it's the stupidest thing. It's like, if you get a bunch of bans, like, you should have to get like multiple ban requests, or not ban requests, but violations reported for the same thing from multiple different people, and then they should check and see, because your VOD's in the thing for at least 14 days, so they could go and look at your VOD and make sure it's a valid violation before they ban. But they don't do that. It's instant ban, and then you have to petition to get unbanned. That's ridiculous. I need to do some research and figure out, this next few months is going to be nothing but prehab stuff, but my little niggles I have, I need to figure out some good exercises to rehab and prehab those, because like right now I can still feel that little niggle. It's just ridiculous. Because I'm not running hard, I'm doing a 9:30 mile. Oh. So I am signed up. I don't think I'm going to do Mogollon this year. I might do maybe I think they have a 26, like a marathon or something. Or under a 50K, I think. I might do that. We'll see. Do that as like a tune-up race. But I don't think I'm going to do Mogollon because I looked at the Hard Rock qualifier stuff and I'm good for another year. And then trying to think. It's actually August. I am signed up to do volunteer with a trail crew down in that one area I was talking about. I'm actually excited about that because I'll get to see an area I haven't been to and all that. So that'll be exciting. I got confirmed on that. And then trying to think what else. I mean, I'm busy. I got a busy year. Or busy summer, I mean. August and September is when I have the most time. And that's why I was thinking about August is when I would, or after July, I should say, trying to find a part-time job somewhere to make a little bit extra money. A lot muddier than I thought it would be. I thought this would be like all dried out and everything, and it is not. Because it's completely exposed to the sun. They've been plowing it. Over here looks, this is dry. Over here. So it's not like there should have been a lot of snow on it. It probably got packed down and solid ice or something, so it took a while to melt. Oh man, it's gonna be a while to get across. Oh no, I should be fine after this. We're good. I mean, I could always hit the button, but even then a lot of people don't stop. So you got these huge flashing lights telling you you need to stop. It's like, do you guys go around school buses when they have their lights on? Because whew, I am definitely hot now. It is warming up. Definitely warming up to what they said it was supposed to be today. Now that I'm out of that wind. Whew. I mean, it doesn't help that I still have that donut just hanging out in my stomach. Ugh. I never eat donuts, but I wanted something a little sweet. And I always peruse the 50% off clearance place at the bakery at the grocery store, and nothing's really spoke to me, but they did have like a dozen donuts for Really, I mean, because, you know, day-old donuts or whatever. I don't care. You can throw a day-old donut in a microwave for 20 seconds and it's good as new. So I ended up getting a dozen donuts. And there's no way I'm gonna eat them all, but shoot, the price of donuts nowadays, I've already got my money's worth out of it. As much as I paid for them. So I can waste, you know, 8 of them or whatever, and it's not a big deal because, you know, will have ended up eating, you know, probably 4 or 5 of them by the time that they just cannot be eaten anymore. And the price of donuts nowadays, if I was to buy those new, they would be more expensive than what I paid for the dozen, so not a big deal. Oh man, I'm feeling it now. We've already surpassed as many miles as I've done, the most I've done since my race, so I'm still getting used to pushing the distance a little bit. I mean, you still have to, even somebody as seasoned as I am, you still want to work back into distance again. You don't want to just go out and run a 15-mile run when you haven't done anything more than 3 miles in a month's time. My legs feel good. I think it's just that donut sitting in my in my gut. It's just makes me feel making me feel heavy. Oh. I think probably first or second week of April, probably second week of April. I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. I really want to run I think it's a 14K or something here. Well, sub ultra trail run. It's a real fun run. Which is why I want to try and boost myself into some fitness here in the next few weeks. I forgot the exact date, but right after that race, whenever it is, I'm going to be leaving for Arizona, and then I'll be gone for almost a month. I have to be back here 18th of May, and then probably be here for about 3 weeks. Look and see what the date is for the Governor's Cup here. There's a chance that I really have to pee, holy cow. I could go bushes here, nobody to know. I have to be, there was a chance I was going to have to be in New Hampshire the first part of June. I don't think that is the case now, but I do have to be in New Hampshire around I need to leave to be in New Hampshire. I have to be in New Hampshire by it's like the 15th or 16th of June, I want to say. I could possibly be I don't have to be in there by that time frame. I don't really have to be there till like 3 days after, like the middle of the week, or that week after that weekend. But I also want to go to DC before that, because I can't go to DC afterwards. Like last year I went down to DC afterwards to see some friends and everything, but I cannot do that this year because I have to immediately leave there to drive to Colorado. So guessing this guy's getting ready to turn left. He's turning left where I wasn't expecting. I thought he was going to it was a garbage truck. Nope. He's coming here to get loaded up for some concrete stuff. Chad is not chatty today. Which is normal for Thursday. That's why I choose Thursday to be my long run day, where I wouldn't stream, because I never get anybody on Thursdays. Anyways, so I'm probably going to go around the 10th or so of June. Take 2 or 3 days to get across the US. Just take our time. And then spend a few days in DC visiting some friends. Nari will be very popular. Well, I mean, most of the people we're going to see, they could care less about seeing me. They want to see Nari. They want to reach out and like, when are you coming over here? I got to see Nari. And then it'll take us a day to get from there to New Hampshire, because I don't have an easy pass, so I'm not gonna, it's easier to avoid the toll roads. And I'm not gonna get an easy pass just to go over there. So it takes a little bit longer. I think I'm gonna try to avoid New York. Last time I came through there, freaking picked up, like I drove over something that punctured my tire. Nothing like being on the frickin' freeway. In New York City, changing out a fucking tire. That was ridiculous. Oh, so we're probably going to avoid that. Now, last time that trip was so bad because of thunderstorms and all that, which wouldn't have been as bad if I didn't blow a tire. Would have been through there a lot quicker. But I'm also going to figure it out to where I gotta figure out a good route so that I might have to go over one bridge, a toll bridge, but that's, I can just log in and pay that toll after the fact, so that one's not a big deal. But trying to hit as many states as I can up in that area on our way up. Because that way Nari knock out some more states. She's already knocked out 9 in her short little life. first month I had her, she knocked out 9. Now since then she hasn't done jack shit. Lazy bitch. No, we just haven't gotten anywhere. Kind of thinking about doing Kodiak again. I was against doing any UTMB races, but Kodiak was a fun race and it would be a good tune-up race. I only think about that because I still need to hit Oregon and California for Nari, so we could do that on that trip. That was a fun race. And it'd be a lot of fun to use it as a tune-up race and see, you know, because I'll actually be training to see what I could actually do on that course. I was just off of podium for the softball season. I see that the Carroll College has their stuff up. I wonder if they have a game this weekend. Because that field over there is, there's an agreement with the college and the city for that being their field. So I see they have their flags up, so that tells me that they're ready to have a game. Man, that wind is cold. I have my hat off now and I can feel how cold it is on my ears. Anyways, it'd be fun to see what I can do on that course, because I was one off of podium for my age group with 2 of the people that were on the overall podium being in my age group. So that's pretty good. And then my plan is next year that I'm gonna do the 100-mile US Championships again. See what I can do. Finish it this year, or finish it this time. And because I should have pretty good fitness overall coming off of UTCT, because I'll take a couple weeks and then have about almost 12 weeks I can train. My nose is going nuts now because of that wind. I'd like to blow my nose out, but there's too many people around. Might do it up here right before the tunnel. And then if I don't get into Hard Rock, well, maybe even if I do get into Hard Rock, I don't know, we'll see. But next year I might try and do Cocodona, which the USATF 100 mile would be a good training event for that too. In fact, 3 of the people that ran it this year, that's what they were using it for. The guy that took third, Jake Jackson, who I was running with for the first 20 plus miles until I pulled away from him. And then when I started having my cramping issues and started slowing down, he ended up pulling ahead of me by a little bit. But by the time I dropped out, he was less than a lap ahead of me, and he started to really slow down in the last bit because he had weekend before had raced both Black Canyons, so essentially did 100 miles. We raced 100 miles a week before. So he was not fresh. That's why I say if I would have even just been able to hold out my current pace, I could have easily podium overall. I would have definitely finished in front of him. At my current pace, I mean what I was running with my cramping issues. Because I was not running fast. I was doing like 13-minute loops. So like 30 miles, something like that. And overall, I mean, I was feeling good. Just was having cramping issues. My legs weren't tired, they still felt fresh. They weren't sore, any of that kind of stuff. And you know I was feeling good because I hadn't even taken any sort of pain reliever, which is my norm after like 24 miles or so, even when I'm running a 50K. Like my legs will start getting real achy. And I didn't even have to do that on that day. But under 6 miles, so that would be around will easily be over 10K. By the time I get up here to this intersection, it'll be 10K. And by intersection, I don't mean the end of this street. Crossing the street up at the actual intersection. Okay, now for the fun part. Jaywalking across this street. Okay, yeah, we're just shy of a 10K at this intersection right here. But we still got over half a mile to go, so, well, depending on which way I go, I guess. Probably gonna just take the shorter way because I don't need miles. This is just out trying to increase my fitness a bit. I mean, my long runs for this next training block, even though it's not gonna be real training block, it's not a peak race for me. My long runs will probably top out at 14 miles, which for me is a mid-distance run on a normal training block. There's gonna be a lot more a lot more speed work, like steep hill training. What in the coaching business would be LT1 and LT2 training, and even a little bit of VO2. Which will give me a lot more time to do stuff in the gym as well, which will be good. Or after I leave for Arizona and New Hampshire, it'll be a lot of body weight type exercises, but you can still achieve the same results. Because I'm not doing like, you know, I'm not trying to build muscle mass, lifting heavy or anything. I don't even do that in the gym now. Okay, so we're just gonna go the shorter way. Meaning we're just gonna cut down here and go straight to instead of going down past and coming back. Keys bouncing all over the place. Should have been bugging me the whole time, but I don't really have another place I can put them. Oh, I got the light. So I'm used to having to wait. But it's not very busy here yet. What time is it? I thought it was getting close to lunchtime, but I guess not. Okay, made it. 6.6 miles. Yeah, it is lunchtime. It's not busy today. Okay, everyone. That is going to be it for today. I don't think I'm going to be hitting the gym tonight, just basically because of having to pick Nari up and all that, but maybe. We'll see. I wasn't able to hit the gym last night because my meetings went really long yesterday, but so I didn't get done until after 6:30. But I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for something. We'll figure it out. And possibly we'll be doing, like I said, that charity stream on Saturday, which would be a 24-hour stream. So we'll see. But anyways, for those of you on YouTube, please smash that subscribe button. For those of you on Twitch, please smash that follow button. If you have a free Prime sub you're not using, I'd be very appreciative if you use it on me. Helps me out a lot. I mean, just hitting that follow button helps me out a lot. And follow me on my socials and go to chadrunner.com for any of your coaching needs. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. I love y'all.